Will Kent Hughes ever sign big free agents? I mean, when Marc Bergevin was here in Montreal, the Canadiens were struggling a lot, but I mean a lot, to get the big guys out of free agency, like those superstars caliber players that are testing market, like John Tavares did, Artemi Panarin did, like Johnny Gaudreau did, and a lot of people were saying that the reason for that was because Montreal's a tough market to play in. There's tough winters. There's a lot of difficulties in Montreal with the taxes and all that stuff. But I don't think that's the main reason why the Canadiens weren't able to sign big free agents. I think that Marc Bergevin was struggling a lot to give out the big money. I'm sure he was always calling for the guys like, oh, do you want to come play Montreal? And maybe they were like, yeah, what do you offer me? And he was like just lowballing them, and they were like, no, I can get way more in some way better teams, so why would I sign? And I think that Kent Hughes the type of guy, and also Jeff Gorton, like we saw what he did with Panarin. He said, oh, right, there's a way to accelerate the rebuild. I have an option to sign Panarin. I'm going to do it. How much money do you want? All right, perfect. And I think that Kent Hughes and Jeff Gorton are probably going to do that if they see a superstar caliber player that fits what they want on the team. They're going to give out the money that they need to give out to sign the big players. Like, don't get me wrong, they're going to rebuild the team around the draft. I think that if you get the opportunity, like David Pasternak's probably going to test free agency next season. If Nathan MacKinnon's available, I know it probably won't happen, but if he's available, I'm sure that Kent Hughes and Jeff Gorton are going to go all in on those guys. And I think that with a management like that, that's ready to give the money, that's ready to make some sacrifices, that's ready to take risk to win the Stanley Cup, because like we saw with Bergevin, you can't win a Stanley Cup if you're not able to take risk. And yeah, like we see, Tampa Bay took a lot of risk. They signed the guy they needed to sign with big money. They gave out first round picks to get the good players they needed to go deep in the playoffs, and they won two Stanley Cups, and they went to 3 straight finals. So I really do think that Kent Hughes is going to be able to make those moves when the time is right with the Canadiens, when he's going to see that the young guys are ready to compete, that the young guys have developed well. I think that he's going to trade the picks, he's going to sign some free agent, and that he's going to surround those young guys with some superstar caliber players, and he's going to make a really deep team that's going to be really good for a long time. After a couple of tough years that are coming this year or next year, and maybe the year after, I think that we're going to have a really competitive, offensive, young team with a lot of superstars that are going to compete for at least 10 seasons, a bit like the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Penguin, Pittsburgh. So yeah, it's going to be really cool to see, and I hope that Kent Hughes is going to be able to sign at least a big free agent, because I don't even know what the feeling is. Like, they never signed any big guys. Like, I think the biggest free agent the Canadiens signed recently, like the one that got us really hype, I think it was Alexander Radulov or maybe Tyler Toffoli. So yeah, good players, but they're not superstars. So I can't wait to see what Kent Hughes is going to do when the team is going to like get out of the rebuild. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. It's been your boy Tropicalnhl, and I'll see you guys later for another video. Bye bye.